Alright everyone, thanks for returning. We're loading up from last time. The gate looked too pompous for what it was. In fact, gates in general seem to do that, but this one especially so. Red bricks, black wrought iron, and gray plaster assembled into the whole thing that didn't feel welcomed at all. Welcoming. I wondered if it looked like what a gate for a school should look like, but couldn't really decide. Probably no. Of course, I didn't want to get stuck on thinking about the gate for too long, so I entered through it with a brisk pace and felt surprisingly good. Moving forward feels good. So I walked towards the main building of Yamaku Academy with the brisk pace. I'm alone, so my partner... sorry about that, are taking my stuff to the dorms, and there's supposed to be someone waiting for me. The grounds are incredibly lush, filled with green. It doesn't feel like the kind of grounds a school would have, more like a park with a clean walkway going past trees and the smell of fresh cut grass and all the other park-like things. Words like clean and hygienic pop into mind. It makes me shudder. I shake them off, stay open-minded now. It's your new life. You have to take it as it comes. That's what I tell myself. A few big buildings loom ahead in leafy canopies. Too big and too many for just a school. Everything seems off. It's different from what I thought I knew about schools. It's an uncanny valley, even though I was told this is my new school. In the back of my mind, it doesn't feel like one. I wonder if the feeling is real or caused by expectations of school for the disabled. Speaking of that, I don't see anyone else here. It's kind of eerie. It makes me wish there was somebody here I could anchor myself to, something tangible, instead of having this feeling that I stepped into another dimension. The trees hum with the wind and the grass hues flashing all around me catch my attention. It makes me think about hospitals again. How they say that the operating rooms are painted green because green is a calming color. So why am I feeling so anxious, despite all this greenery? Only after I stand in front of the haughty main building, I surprise myself realizing why the gate bothered me. It was the last chance I had to turn back. Even if I had no life I could return to. But still, after entering, there was absolutely no way I could go back anymore. Feeling nervous with this realization set in head, I opened the front door. A tall man with bad posture noticed me as I entered. We were the only people in the lobby, so it's only logical. That one. You must be Niki. Nakia. Nakai. Wait. Nakai? Yeah, Nakai. So you are. Excellent. I'm your homeroom science teacher. My name is Mutol. Welcome. We exchange our handshakes that is neither firm nor sloppy, and he looks at his watch. The head nurse asks for... Sorry about that. Asked for you for a brief check-in visit, but there's no time for that now. Oh, should I go later? Yes, afternoon is probably fine. We should get going and introduce you to the rest of the class. They're waiting already. Waiting for me? I don't like being the center of attention, but I guess it's inevitable in a situation like this. Somehow, not knowing what is waiting for me makes me feel really nervous. Thinking of this, I almost miss what the teacher is saying. Do you want to introduce yourself to the class? Yes. Yeah, sure. I mean, isn't that normal? Of course, but not everyone likes it to be at the center of attention. I'm probably one of those people, but I guess I should be the one to give the first impression of myself. Right, but it's no problem. Let's go then. My heart is pounding in my chest, and it keeps me thinking about my condition as I follow the teachers up the stairs. The third door down, the third floor corridor is marked the classroom for class 3-3. Muto opens the door and enters. Good. Oh, God, that painting. Good morning, everyone. Sorry I'm late again. I hesitate for a split second at the door, freezing on the spot. Get a grip. This is a big step, I know that. But there isn't any point to worrying so much about it. At least, not this soon. I follow the teacher into the classroom and look around patiently so I won't have to meet the curious gaze of my new classmates. Look at all of them. It's pretty spacious. The ceiling is unusually high and there are a lot of space left over around it in between desks. An entire wall taken up with blackboards, and the high, old-fashioned windows only make it seem larger. The students' desks are just standard wooden desks with a shelf underneath for books and wooden chairs, metal frames, simple and efficient. I stop walking in front of these classrooms and face the other students, but they all look normal like students in any other school. But then why would they be here? They probably, like me, have something wrong with them, only it's just not immediately obvious. But then I notice one of the girls seems to be missing thumbs on her right hand, and it's a little jarring. Aw, that sucks. I love my thumbs. Despite the natural tendencies to listen when someone's talking about you, I tune out the teacher's speech halfway through while he introduces me to the class. I notice a flash of dark hair, and it seems someone in the room is looking at me. A girl with really long, straight hair that is pretty eye-catching me, and as she sees me looking back at her, she covers her face with her hands as if to make her invisible. There is only one boy with a cane leaning against the lockers at the rear of the class. It's weird seeing someone so young with a cane. There's two boys. I think. Another girl seems to be making some weird hand motions. Sign language? She peers at me over the rim of her glasses and goes back to whatever she was doing. She's kind of cute. So it's the cheery looking girl with pink hair sitting next to that one. Sitting next to her. She's really hard to miss. I don't know why I didn't notice her the moment I walked in. Because we panned over here. Please welcome our newest classmate. He claps his hands, and so does everyone else except one girl in the first row who only has one hand. I cringe a little, but hide that by bowing for this applaud I did not deserve. A collective silence tells me I should open my mouth now. So, I'm Hiseo Nakai. And after that, my hobbies are reading and soccer. I hope we get along well with everyone even though I'm a new student. And after that, I'm being so boring. This is exactly like every self-introduction ever. I should say something more exciting. I ended up saying nothing, but the teacher picks up from there. Everyone seems to be satisfied with what little I said, though. A few girls are whispering to each other, throwing glances at me. It could have gone worse. I listen to the teacher as he drones about getting along with others. My gaze sweeps across the classroom. Everyone seems to be listening to him intently, and when he does, they clap their hands again, which feels like a weird thing to do. The first row girl claps on this round with her one hand against the other wrist that ends in a bandaged stump. It makes me feel a little bad. We're going to be doing some group work today, so that'll give you a chance to talk with everyone. Is that okay with you? Yeah, it's fine with me. You're the teacher. I don't really have any qualms with that. You look teacherish. That's good. You can work with Hakamichi. She's the class representative. She can explain anything you might want to know, and who else would be able to do that better, right? How could I know? The teacher passes out the daily's assignments and announces that he will be working in groups of 3. It hits me that I don't know who Hakamichi is. Slow. The teacher seems to catch my helpless expression. Oh, right. Hakamichi is the one sitting over there. Shizune Hakamichi. That one. As he calls out her name, the cute, bubbly-looking girl with bright pink hair and gold eyes aren't gold. Waves her hand over at me. I take a seat next to her by the window. Hey, I guess you're Hakamichi, right? It's nice to meet you. Wait, no, it's... What? I'm caught off guard by her laughter. It's nice to meet you too. But... Dun dun dun. I'm not Hakamichi. I'm Mishiya. This is Hakamichi. Shi-chan. That one. Giggling, Mishi points to the girl next to her, the one I saw using sign language before. It looks like she's been staring at me this whole time. She nods once nonchalantly at first, but then acknowledges my presence, but only barely. She has short yet carefully neat brushed hair and a pair of oval-shaped glasses balanced on the tip of her dainty nose, with dark blue eyes that seem to alternate every few seconds between analytical and slightly bored. It's nice to meet you. Dots. ... She made a look at Mishiya, who smiles and makes a few quick gestures with her hands. Hakamichi nods and makes a few gestures of her own. I start to wonder if the teacher was messing with me, saying, like, you'll be able to talk to people, and who's better than explain things to you? I can see you're a little confused, right? Right? But I understand why you would think I was Shi-chan. Shi-chan is deaf, so I'm the person who translates things back and forth for her. I'm like an interpreter. She says it's nice to meet you too. Dots. You're the new student, aren't you? Well, Shi-chan, of course he is. If he wasn't, he would have been standing up there for no reason, right? Right? He seems like a very interesting person, doesn't he, Misha? We knew there was going to be a new student, but we didn't know... we didn't know you would be here today, so soon, Hichan. Hichan? Hichan? Yep, it fits, doesn't it? Did I say it out loud? It's just a surprise. I've never liked that nickname. I don't really see how. It fits. You look just like I imagined. Dots. Yeah, you look like Hika-chan. I wonder why everyone seems to think so. Dots. Hakamichi taps her finger on the desk to get Misha's attention. They gesture back and forth to each other excitedly, their hands a blur. Misha seems a little overwhelmed. Sorry about that. Shi-chan wants you to know that she'll be the class rep, so if there's anything you need to know, you can feel free to ask her. Dots. Do you like the school so far? We can show you around a little bit if you haven't had the time to walk around and familiarize yourself with it. Misha stumbles with a hard word a bit, making it stick out of her otherwise fluid translation. Thanks, that would be pretty helpful. Yeah, I just kind of came straight to class today. Dots. Notes. Because she's got drills. Drill girl. That's no good. You should always try to learn as much as you can about where you're going before you go there. Not just school, either. Always. Even if it's a trip to the convenience store. Really, Shi-chan? Learn about where you're going. I guess I didn't bother to do that. Or just didn't care enough to do so. I didn't look forward to this, even if I committed myself to going along with it half-acidly. But anyway, I didn't see anything that Misha signed something in the end with a shrug. What was that? It seems like it was about me. I feel like slumping over in my seat. Both of them are smiling, but that shrug hit me unexpectedly deep. You look down. Are you okay? Dots. Don't take it the wrong way. Please. I hate it when people are afraid to. Sorry. Are afraid to ask questions. That's how people learn things. By asking. Asking for help is perfectly normal, as much as needing help. Stop looking like you just failed a test. Alright. Dots. And another thing, you don't have to call Shi-chan something so formal like Hakamichi or class rep all the time. Just call her Shi-chan. Dots. Ooh, blushing. Okay, maybe that's too casual. Maybe Shizune would be more appropriate. Oh, she's not blushing, but dots. Yep, Shizune is fine. Don't get her opinion. Okay, that would be a lot easier for me. I feel a lot more at ease. Both of them seem so friendly, so I feel like an idiot for being so apprehensive earlier, especially about Shizune, who I assumed would be all business. Well, she still seems like that, just less so, I guess. Dots. Surprise, Dots. Huh? Oh, right, we haven't even touched the assignment. We should start work now, or Shi-chan will get mad. The assignment is kind of long, so we should start now if we want to finish it before the end of class. That too. Dots. Shizune glares at the two of us impatiently. I don't need to know sign language to understand that. Okay, I get the message. Dots. After class, we can walk around the grounds together. It's nice today. It's a nice day today. Okay, the assignment is actually very challenging to get through, combining aspects of both difficult and unnecessarily long. Still, we finish it in a few minutes earlier than anyone else did in class, despite our late start. Shizune and Misha are really capable. They're quite different, though. The class rep is calm and professional as she looks, while Misha is a lot more playful and girlish, not to mention a little more easily distracted. To be honest, the two of them did most of the work. I feel guilty about that. The clock tower bell rings, signaling the end of period. Time for lunch! Oh, best period of the day. Creepy poster. Without knowing what else to do, I follow Misha, who is beckoning me into the hallway and down the stairs. We descend even below the lobby where I met Muto, down to the bottom floor. Just like everyone in the school, the cafeteria seems spacious and oddly modern, in contrast to the classic exterior. Its big windows open the courtyard towards the main gate. It's the cafeteria! Her enthusiastic statement is obviously making people around us stare, but Misha doesn't seem to care, so we proceed to the line. There's a rather long list of menu options, which seems great until I realize that many of them are accommoded students who need special diets. How nice. It almost feels like I'm back in the hospital eating portion measures of scientific precision to meet the needs of the patients. I pick something at random and follow Shizune to the table, sitting opposite her. As I nibble indifferently on the food I'd rather not eat, Misha pokes me to the side and gets my attention and points to Shizune. Dots. I don't understand signs, so the point escapes me. Maybe looking at a person who talks to you is proper and polite. Do you want to know something? What? About anything. We're the guides, so you should ask us if there is something. I wonder. I'm gonna ask about the library, but we should probably save this episode here, and we can ask more questions later. So we'll just don't get rid of my options. Okay, awesome. So we'll save the episode here. Yeah, it's gonna be one straight save. I hope you enjoyed. We'll continue this next time with some more fantastic romance, fantasticism. Maybe I should hit that out. No, that's fine. Anyway,